went ahead and took care of the sphere grid. I didn't even have to move, I was already there. So, let's take a look. Orin has still not moved. He's building up his sphere levels until we can move. Moving him over into Tidus's stuff, you can tell it's Tidus's because it's all blue, plus it has delay attack. I feel like this is going to be super useful for him. Plus, delay attack is really nice to have multiple people with that if you can find an enemy that is weak to it. Yuna has essentially reached the end. Technically, I don't have that evasion +4 yet, but she did get Holy. Holy is... well, it's Holy. It's the same thing that has been in previous games. It is a Holy Elemental. It's kind of its own element. It is really good against undead and anything evil, usually. So as you get towards the end of the game, Holy becomes more and more useful. Lulu has reached the end of hers as well. We got more MP and Flare for her. I believe Flare in this game is considered non-elemental. I will have to double check that, though. Kamari got himself agility and evasion. Seems to not be as important as other things, but he's still moving along. Tidus got himself more strength. He's only 2 levels away from quick hit. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Then he can head down here into Yuna's stuff, which I've always thought was a little weird for him to go there. Granted, he's already got haste and stuff like that, but to make him a secondary curer is just a little weird. Waka moved forward, got himself that magic defense, and I think maybe the HP, but now he's back here so he can progress. He's still got a ways to go, like I said, it's weird. And Riku is still just holding out because she is done too, so 2 sphere levels on her. Let's continue on. We have ourselves a person here, kind of.
Mother, no! I don't want you to become a fave!
There is no other way. Use me and defeat sin. Only then will the people accept you.
I don't care about them! I need you, Mother! No one else!
I don't have much time left.
Hey, wasn't that...
Seymour?
That was Seymour? That might explain a lot. Turns out Seymour's got some mommy issues. All right, let's head down here. Or is it the other one? It's the other one. No, and it cost me a fight. So let's head down the other path right over here, where I can get into the same fight. I actually don't mind this fight that much. Lots of AP, not that difficult. Pretty easy to avoid sometimes. But all the way over here, we can get ourselves a friend sphere. We already have a couple of those. It's starting to get to the point where I might consider using them, but not quite yet. Preemptive strike's not going to help me too much against this guy. He's going to hit me pretty much no matter what I do, even when he's darked and tries to go for Lulu.
Hey, Braska. You don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I haven't. Lord Braska, let us go back. I don't want to see you die. You knew this was to happen, my friend. Yes, but I cannot accept it. Orin, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira.
For a time.
Please understand, Orin.
Feels like for a time it is an important part of that you can't leave out. You did not fully defeat sin, you did it for a bit. Alright, so as you can see on the mini-map, there's a small path down here that you're going to want to take. Oh great, now the guy ambushed me. He hits hard. Hey look, a level 3 key sphere out of that fight. It's about time I got one of them. And now we can head down here, open the treasure chest, and get another one. So I get 2 at the same time, more or less. That is very nice. There's a couple people that need it already. So let's continue forward. We'll take on this one. As you can see, I did finally get Tidus back on the Brotherhood. I do have to say that I did notice that Orin doesn't have the scar on his eye in the flashback yet. So he still hasn't gotten it. We can finally find out how that happens. Maybe. Maybe. All right, Luck Sphere over here. they will continue heading up. I don't think there's anything over here. I think this is just a little side path for nothing. All right. They stand there for a long time, as long as it takes for you to get there. That's historically accurate.
Are the trials ahead?
Probably.
Here too, huh? Give me a break. I was expecting, parades and fireworks.
You can ask for them after I defeat Sin.
All right. Well, parades and fireworks, maybe. They have fireworks? Yeah, we saw fireworks. I don't know about parades, where you're going to have a parade, but there is a save sphere here. I still can't play Blitzball, but I have quite a bit of work ahead of me here. All right, did quite a bit of work in the sphere grid. Wasn't as rewarding as I was hoping, but we did get some stuff done. So let's take a look at what I did. Orin has moved forward. He got rid of a level 3 lock here, level 4 lock here. He got some magic along the way, the 3 things of magic here. Not necessarily the best for him, but they were along the path. So why did I go this way? Mostly because it was here. I did get the ability that is the main reason I'm supposed to be here, which is in Trust. We'll go over that in the abilities menu. But that's unlocked, and once he has, well, completed all these things here, just a couple more sphere levels for that, we can start heading back, and he can go into Tidus's part of the sphere grid. Slow, delay attack. It works out pretty nicely. I feel like I should move forward along Tidus's sphere grid. Just move forward. There are options, right? I can head backwards, so I can get, Provoke, which is not bad for Orin. You know what? I might just head back because it's simple to go all the way back. He does get haste very early on as well. But primarily I want to move him forward along Tidus's sphere grid. We'll go over why in a bit. But that's kind of the general plan with Orin. With Kimahri, I don't need to go over plan. We already know the plan with him. He got magic defense, and he's still moving along. Yuna is done. She got that evasion. That's kind of weirdly placed there. She is waiting for another level 3 key sphere so that she can move forward into Riku's part of the sphere grid. It's a little weird that that's the way that it goes, but that's the way that it goes. We can choose which way we go, but it doesn't really matter. They both go into Riku's part of the sphere grid. 2 nodes apart? It's not that big of a deal. Haven't decided which way I'll go with her. I'll probably head backward, which is this way. Try to get U's, because U's is pretty nice, and then we'll move forward after that. Riku has moved forward. She got rid of the level 3 lock here. She is now part of Lulu's part of the sphere grid. She got more magic here, more defense, more HP, and more agility. To be honest with Riku, I'm going to move her back because Kimahri's already going through already going through part of Lulu's sphere grid. I don't need 3 black mages, especially 2 backups, you know what I mean? So heading backwards is the way for me to go here. She'll get some magic along the way, but this is kind of what I'm aiming for eventually. All right, with Wakka, he got more defense, and he's still moving along. He's got a whole little circle to go through still before he gets his ultimate. Tidus just barely got his ultimate, which is Quick Hit, which we will go over in other parts of the menu because it's kind of an interesting mechanic. Lulu is done. She got Flare. She's waiting on a level 3 key sphere so that she can go into Wakka's part of the sphere grid. Still not entirely sure which way I want to go with her, because Wakka does have some interesting parts as well. This full break is actually really nice if you can get it, but might not be able to get it. 3 level 4 locks, and it's pretty early on. So we'll have to see. I have not fully decided with Lulu. So that's what I did there. Let's go over the abilities that we learned. Orin learned in Trust. Contribute your overdrive charge to an ally's gauge. This is somewhat good. There are better options than putting this on Orin, if you ask me, but it can work out nicely, especially at this point of the game, because we are close to dealing the cap damage, which is essentially 10,000, 9,999. And a lot of Orin's overdrives do one hit. So if I'm up against one enemy, Orin's not necessarily the best overdrive. So if I can entrust that to, let's say, Waka or Lulu, who do multiple hits and can exceed that 10,000 as a result, that's something that I can be interested in. So somewhat useful for Aura in certain situations, not all the time. It's not necessarily worth a level 4 key sphere, but I was there and I had one to spare, so I figured I would go for it. So that is what I have there. The other one that I wanted to go over is Tidus's Quick Hit. To be honest, this is the reason that I want to move Orin forward in Tidus's Sphere Grid. Quick Hit. It's really, really nice if you have the MP for it, and that's the problem right now. Quick Hit costs 36 MP. Tidus only has 152 total. I believe that's 4 times that I can use it. It's definitely not 5, but I believe I can do it 4 times. That's not good enough. Strike quickly with reduced recovery time. There is a way around this, but that's not available to us right now. But it's really nice, just not yet. Not yet at all. So, that is what I did. That is some explanations of what I'm going to do. Let's head forward into the Cloister of Trials. This is not people's favorites. Step forward onto the little green dot on the ground, and they show you a screen of Tetris blocks. What you're supposed to do is step on the white dots in front of you so that they create the Tetris blocks that you see on the screen. If you look really closely, you can see that the blocks that are going to light up are a slightly different color than the ones that won't. So if you step on this one here, the 3 around it are going to light up, just like that. There are correct white dots to press and incorrect ones to press. The incorrect ones are white blocks. So when that happens, you kind of have to start over. So the ones that you want to press are the one at the bottom, the ones on the right side toward the bottom, those 3 here, and the one on the top leftern part. Yes, the leftern part, the left side on the top, the very top. And that will solve the first puzzle. There's a lot of guess and check with this one. As a result, it's not a lot of people's favorite. But having solved this puzzle reveals 6 pedestals. Notice that the ones in the corners do not have a sphere-shaped recess on our side, while the ones in the middle do. Can I do anything with this? It just says you see a sphere-shaped recess. What I'm supposed to do... You know what? Let's show it. Let's show what's through the door first. Here's an even bigger area that is even more confusing. Lots of white dots, nothing really happening when I step on them. There's another screen over here, there's a couple spheres over here, but nothing really doing. What I'm supposed to do is push in one of the pedestals in the corners. You have to press the button and it automatically does it. It'll show you a symbol there. That symbol will then rearrange itself into Tetris blocks, loosely interpreted, and then you have to step on these here, these white dots, to create that shape, essentially. Problem is, it's a lot more guess and check. There's a reason this one's not a beloved puzzle. So I have a map of the buttons I'm supposed to press in front of me because it changes. For the upper left pedestal, I'm going to hit this one here. This one here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to describe this too well because, well, it's complicated. So those are the 3 that I want to press on the top. Head over to the left, hit this one here. Head down this side, hit this one here. And nothing on the bottom. And then on the right side, I want to hit this one. And that should do it. There we go. There are a couple white blocks around here that will reset everything, and of course if you press one of the ones that, even if it's not a white block, but if it's the wrong shape, that will reset everything as well. Alright, so with that done, let's head for the upper right one, and hopefully I can keep track of all of this as I move forward. I pretty much have like 4 mini maps of the buttons that I'm supposed to press in front of me.